Hello everyone and welcome back, and today in this video we're going to be taking a look inside the sand. We're going to be puffing through it all, seeing what comes out of it. This job hasn't been done in around 6 months at least. The last time I did it was when I put the new aquascape in, which was a little bit before Christmas, October, November kind of time, which is about 6 months ago. Ideally this job should be done every 2 to 3 months, 4 at the most really, it depends on the tank. But mine's been 6 months, so it really will be interesting to see what comes out of it. I don't think it'll be that much, personally, because the tank does run quite clean. And the wrasses do dive in and out of the sand quite often, which does kick it up a bit, so anything that does go in there does slowly get kicked up every now and again. It's not a hard job to do. All you need is a little turkey baster like what I've got here, just to puff through all the sand. So I'm going to start in this corner here, see what comes up. The first thing that will come up is all the this white cloud. So I'm going to do a quick time lapse me puffing through the sand, because it is quite boring watching me just go through it all. It's not a very big tank, so it only takes about 5 minutes, maybe not even that, to get through it all. Alright, so I think that's most of the sand, and the rock, I also puffed through that as well. The rock doesn't really need doing that much, especially my scape as well, because it's so open and there's a lot of flow in here, so there's no dead spots in the tank at all. Loads of flow, like heavy flow, is getting pushed through all the rocks constantly all the time, so nothing like detritus can really build up on the rocks or anything. Obviously the fish and the coral aren't going to like this very much. But to be honest, well, the fish didn't really seem to mind. They came out, they kept on swimming around, a little bit hidden at the back. As you can see, there's a fish at the front there. One of the wrasses is down there. But usually there's a little bit more drama around, like the fish start picking up my hand and start, sometimes they even jump out of the water a little bit, like, flick the water surface and stuff. But they seem quite chilled out this time. They just went to the back. A couple of the wrasses went in the sand, as predicted, but not really too bad. The corals were quite annoyed, obviously. I was puffing all through the rock, so their polyps were attracted in. The colour went a little bit dull on some of them. What I'm holding here is green star polyps. This is a soft coral. Obviously the polyps aren't out right now, but the only reason I have that coral in this tank is because that was the first ever coral I got. It's not a frag of the first ever coral I ever bought in this hobby. It's literally the same exact one I got, so I just keep it in the tank. Because it is my first coral, so it's cool to have that in the tank. And the one on the back wall, that isn't the same type, that is a different strain, that's why I don't mix them together. So today is Saturday, I'm uploading this video tomorrow on Sunday, and then next week, well no, tomorrow I'm going to be filming a video on my external filter. The return pump hasn't been cleaned out ever, because it's only been running for about 3, maybe 4 months at the most I think, so it's definitely due a clean. So I'm going to record that and then get that edited and then upload it for midweek, maybe Wednesday, Thursday, either Tuesday, Wednesday or Thursday. One of those days that video will be going up as well. And I want to clean out both the wave pumps. I probably won't film that because I've done maybe 2 or 3 videos on cleaning them out and it's quite a boring video. So the skimmer I haven't filmed before, so it will be interesting taking a look inside that, because that has been, again, a very long time. Actually, I think it's been about 6 months since the skimmer pump's been cleaned out, because I think the last time I did it was when I changed the scape. Was that to take the skimmer out anyway to move it to the other side. So I thought whilst I had it out, I cleaned it out. So I'm pretty sure that was the last time I did it, which is about 5-6 months ago. So that's quite a long time. So I'll get the video on this skimmer uploaded for not next week, but the week after that, probably. And then I want to do an update on the tank, because I got one small issue with the tank, which I am working on right now. I'm not going to share with it now. I'm going to share it in an update in a couple weeks' time. Annoyingly, some sand did actually get sucked up the intake hose, which is in the bottom left corner of the tank, like right down about a few millimeters off of the sand bed. So I didn't think when I puffed through it that it's going to suck some of the sand up. I did hear a funny noise. It must have been the sand getting sucked up that hose. It wasn't a ton of it. It was just about half a handful of it, so nothing much. And external filter is ridiculously easy to clean out. So I'll just get it out when I do some maintenance on it tomorrow. I went and puffed through the sand and the rocks again about 3 or 4 hours after I did the first time, because whatever doesn't go through the filter or the skimmer the first time I need to try, so anything that's came out of the sand will settle back down onto the rocks and the sand, and I don't want that. So puffing it through it again, maybe even a third time tonight. So I think I'm going to leave this video here. Thank you all that have watched this. Like I mentioned earlier, the next video will be coming out either Tuesday, Wednesday or Thursday on the external filter. So that'll be very, very interesting to take a look inside that and see how dirty it is. I'm just going to leave you with a couple more minutes of the video, a short little montage of the tank, just going through some close-ups of the corals and just a view of the tank. So you'll see the tank in a few days. Bye.